KATC Weather Lab. Here's Rob's forecast.
Welcome back. Well, there's going to be pretty good rain chances each and every day for this week. That's going to keep a cap on our temperatures. That's the good news. We do need the rain, but fortunately, we're not going to see the threat, we think, of the heavy rains that look earmarked for southeast Texas. Maybe better than a foot of rain over the next several days there. More on that in just a bit. In fact, as we look at the big picture across the Gulf of Mexico, looking at the upper level pattern, we have Humberto on the right-hand portion of your screen, an area of high pressure that's over by the Florida Straits, and this weak area of low pressure. And we're looking at the upper parts of the atmosphere that's been moving westward across the Gulf of Mexico, keeping showers and storms cooking out in the Gulf and breezy conditions in the Gulf as well. And today we had some of those showers and storms pushing through Acadiana as well. Weak area low pressure looks to be south of the high island area, at least at the surface, but it's kind of a elongated area or trough. It's very disorganized, and the National Hurricane Center not giving this much of a chance of development, but we'll talk more about that in just a bit. You see the tropical showers that moved across the area, and there was one rain band that covered all of southeast Louisiana and then came through the area and had some gusty winds with it. And today, the first time I've ever seen one, a haboob in Acadiana down in Morse in here in Vermilion Parish. This is what it looked like. Look at the dust there. That's a haboob is a dust storm. It's the traditional name for dust storms, and because we've been so dry over the last couple of weeks, we had a gust front out ahead of the thunderstorm activity, which is right here, where winds were gusting 40 to 45, and it produced a nice little dust storm across the area, traditionally known as a haboob. You hear about these over in Phoenix and Arizona with the monsoonal flow out there. When you get thunderstorms, it kicks up the dust, and that's exactly what we saw today. I thought that was pretty cool stuff. You can see that video on both of my social media outlets as well. So let's go back, kick it upstairs, take a look at the satellite imagery. And again, this area of low pressure, poorly organized, but you see how the storms got cooking up today. Now they're re-centralizing back down into the central Gulf of Mexico, and then they'll make a move back again to the north. Here's the area of low pressure, and the National Hurricane Center giving this a very slight chance of development, but development or not, this is going to be a big, heavy rainmaker. We'll talk more about that in just a bit. Elsewhere, a tropical wave I'm keeping an eye on by the eastern Caribbean. There's an upper level low here. This is going to be heading toward the Gulf next week, so I'll keep an eye on that, but no developments expected there. But farther to the east, a very good-looking tropical system, potential tropical system, has about a 90% chance of becoming a depression, perhaps a tropical storm. If so, the next name on the list would be Imelda. We'll have to watch that one as well. Humberto, meanwhile, strengthening, getting a pretty good-looking eye during the course of the day today. Hurricane hunters found a stronger storm, although the cloud tops have warmed. Nonetheless, we got about 90-mile-an-hour winds with this system as it continues to move generally to the east-northeast. Tropical storm watches raised for Bermuda, and that may change to hurricane watch and then maybe a hurricane warning depending on how close this track gets to Bermuda. But they have to be on the lookout for maybe even a Category 3 style storm going by them over the next several days. So here's the European model showing Humberto moving off to the east-northeast. Meanwhile, we get a ridge of high pressure that comes in across the eastern Gulf of Mexico, which is why we think the threat of heavy rainfall stays across Texas over the next several days, and the model going for very heavy rainfall here. Then as we head into the weekend, drier air comes in. Dew points come down a little bit as well, so we got a pretty good looking weekend. Monday ahead, and then here's that tropical moisture that I pointed out earlier. At least part of that tropical wave could add to our rain chances down the line, and this could be Imelda, and it's too early to tell if this is going to be a U.S. threat or not, so something that we may have to keep on an eye on down the line. So here's the shorter term, well, first off, the European model showing you the rainfall across the area. There's going to be upwards of a foot of rain or more based on the model. Again, it's the one model projection, not an official forecast, but look out, Houston, Liberty, up through Palestine, Texas, Huntsville. There's going to be some very heavy rainfall in west of Houston as well. For us, not much rain, but we will see scattered showers and thunder showers expanding out from this low, especially during the course of the afternoon. Here's tomorrow at noon, and then you see those tropical showers moving coming in, but the main low pressure system here across southeast Texas, and then the threat of heavy rainfall developing tomorrow night, Wednesday, for Texas, and we'll see another round of scattered showers moving across the area, but not a heavy rain threat here locally, but certainly a different story back toward Texas. So a mostly cloudy and warm night tonight, 74 the low, a little bit of a breeze out there, but not much. We're really not feeling the effects of that low at night, but during the day, once again, maybe some gusty winds with those scattered showers and thunderstorms. 88 the projected high. As we go down the road, we'll keep it in the mid to upper 80s, a little bit warmer this weekend, but lower dew points. And how about we start off fall with a morning low of 69 degrees, but we'll still have 90s in the forecast down the road, and the tropics stay active, Caribbean Gulf into October for sure.
This is the summer that just doesn't want to end.
No, this is a never-ending summer for sure.
Right. Thanks, Rob.